Hi everybody, this is Maria with SweetSerenitiesStamping.com, and today I brought to you this cute little box. As you can see, it says Happy Umpteenth Birthday. I love this stamp set. I think it's really cute. I really love the way this box turned out. I think it's adorable. A great little way to say thank you or happy birthday to somebody. It's just too cute. What I had done is I used this Oh My Goodies stamp, and that is right here. And I love this stamp set. I think it's really cute. I used this in a previous project. I think it was not my last project, but the project before. I think I used this one here where it says Oh My Goodies. So today I am going to use this Live Well, Laugh Hard, and Love Big. I just love that phrase. And this is the one I have on the box here. So I will be using the stamp set called Oh My Goodies. Really super cute. And what this box does is, if you can see, I've got some brads in there too, which I think is really cute. I used the brads and the candy dots, and we'll be using all this today. And what this does is you just lift this up because it's Velcro, and you open up the sides. And in here, I just put a box of my favorite candy, York Peppermint Patties. These are the little minis, and that fit pretty good in this little box here. It's a good size box right here, so you can fit just about anything in here that's, you know, not huge, but quite a bit, holds quite a bit. And then you just close this like this, and you just tap this right here, and the Velcro keeps it closed. So I thought this was a really cool idea. Now you can use the Velcro, you can use ribbon to keep it closed. I just thought this was a cuter way to do it. So we have some scoring to do, we have some cutting to do, and some different kinds of cuts that I'm going to be showing you. So I hope you will be able to follow me. And like I said, if you have any questions or any concerns about this video and you need some help, just leave a comment at the bottom of the video and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So let's get started on this box. So I will leave it here so you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. So I'm going to be using different colors so I can show you different ways of doing things. And I might have to move this back because this is a really big sheet of cardstock. For some reason I like using big sheets of cardstock here lately. So anyways, this piece here is 11 7/8. So it's almost to the 12-inch mark. It's just a tad bit below that. So 11 7/8 of an inch by 8 3/4. This is your 8 3/4, your 11 7/8. There is a little score mark I had already done. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't even see that. I can't see it. I was going to go ahead and do the scoring beforehand, and I thought, no, you guys need to see how I'm scoring. So I'm going to take you through all that. So you have your 11 7/8 by 8 3/4 inch of, this is basic gray cardstock. I have 3 pieces, and this is the Confetti Celebration Designer Series papers. I think these are really super cute. I love the little triangular shapes. These are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So this is basically square, and these will go on this side of the box. So you need 3 of them because I even went ahead and decorated the bottom. I mean, this box is totally covered. So cut 3 of those. And the next one you will need 6 of. And this is also the Confetti Celebration paper, which goes really cute, as you can see, with this paper here. They're both triangles. You will need 6 of these. And these are 2 3/4 by 1 3/8. So these are the supplies we will be using today. You will need a tiny bit of Whisper White, and that's just to stamp on. So you just need a scrap paper, a piece of paper of that. And as I have already went ahead and did that. Let me go ahead and show you what I did exactly. Okay, here is my sentiment. Here is the other one. This is the one we will be doing today. Live well, laugh hard, love big. This is Tangelo Twist. This is a Whisper White that you will be stamping with the Crushed Curry. And the reason I chose these 2 colors is because they match perfectly back with the papers that I am using today. So what I had done is I took the Whisper White, I went ahead and stamped with my stamp. I put it on my glass block, and I went ahead and stamped it on a piece of Whisper White paper, and I used framelits that go with this set. This is called the Deco Label framelits, and you will probably want to also get this set as well as the stamps. I believe it does come in a bundle, so you can save 15%. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm almost positive on that. I should have checked that. I'm sorry, I should check that before I started my video. But I'm pretty sure it's in a bundle. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I used the first one, and that was one that was done in the Whisper White, and then the second one here was done in that Tangelo twist. And I took both of those and ran those through my Big Shot, and I went ahead and I put the little sentiment on a couple of dimensionals to give it a little bit of dimension, and I put it on top of that Tangelo twist, and that's what we will be using today. So that's how I got that. So now let's go ahead and get started on the box. So like I said, there's a few cuts that I hope you will be able to follow me. I'm going to go ahead and get my trimmer out, and I will do some trimming with you and some scoring. Actually, I already went ahead, like I said, this was a 12 by 12 inch sheet. I went ahead and cut that little bit off to 11 7/8. So on your 11 7/8 inch side, you want to cut, or sorry, you don't want to cut, you want to score. Make sure you have your score blade up here. Always leave your cutting blade down, here it is, towards here. Do not get them mixed up. You will have like mistake after mistake. So on this 11 7/8 inch side, we want to score at the 1.5 inch mark. So that was my mark I already had previously made, so that's already on there. So 1.5, you want to score 1.5. Then you want to move to the 4.5. Okay, so get it at the 4.5. Okay, and you want to score at the 4.5. So now what I do is I turn my paper this way, so just turn it to the other side and do exactly the same measurements. Do 1.5, okay, and then move to the 4.5. So you will have exactly the same thing on each side. Okay, you will have the, let me move this over a little bit. You have on both sides 1.5, 4.5, and on the other side 1.5, 4.5. So you do that both on one side and then the other. Then you want to flip it around to the 8 3/4 inch side, and you want to go ahead and you want to score at 2 7/8. So let me make sure I get my 2 7/8. And that's just like the two little tick marks before the 3. And I'm trying to get really accurate on my scoring. I think it just makes our boxes much better when we can do that. So now that we have that one, we want to do the same thing. Flip it around to the other side, okay, and do the exact same thing. 2 7/8. Make sure you have that centered and lined up correctly. There we go, and there we go. And then just give that a score. Okay, so that's all we have to do as far as our scoring goes. Now, this is where we have a little bit of the different kind of cutting. Now, there's a lot of score marks here. We have 3 boxes up on top, which are smaller, 3 more here, 3 more in the center, 3 more further down, and then 3 more little ones. Okay, so I have 3 little ones at the top, 3 the regular size in the middle, and another 3 at the bottom. So what we want to do is on the bottom of the 8 3/4 inch mark, we want to go ahead and we want to measure on the right hand side and the left hand side, leave the middle blank. So on these two ends, we want to measure 2.5 inches up. Okay, so I get my little ruler, okay, and I start here and I line it up to the 2.5, which is right about there, and I make a line, okay? So you can see that line. Then I go on this side and do the same thing. Go to the 2.5 inch mark, okay, and you want to make a line, okay? So now I have 2 lines, as you can see. Now what we want to do is we want to go all the way across with that line this way. Okay, we've went up here. Now we want to go across from here to here. Make sure you don't go past that score line. Okay, so you're just drawing a line across to the score line. Okay, and hopefully I won't get my head in this because I'm trying to get this kind of accurate. So hopefully I won't get my head in it. Okay, so there's the line that you draw across. Do the same thing on this side. Okay, make that line to that score mark there. Okay, make sure I get it lined up right. Okay, so now we have 2 lines. Okay, now we want to flip this over to the other short end. Okay, and do the exact same thing. Go back to your 2.5 inch mark. And you want to draw that line, go on this side of the paper, go to the 2.5 inch mark, and draw that line. Now once again, you want to connect them from here to your score mark, from here to this score mark. So now let's draw that line again. And I'm trying to make it it's harder for me to do this way than having, I'm trying not to flip the paper too much on you so you don't get mixed up. So I'm trying to get these somewhat even. And if they're not, you can just cut it to where it is pretty much even. Sometimes you get a little bit smaller in this line, a little bit wider in here. Doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but if you get close, that would be great. So now we have these 4 lines, okay? So what we want to do is we want to cut on those 4 lines. And don't worry about the pencil marks. We can go back and they will be erased, or you can leave them there. I tend to want to erase them because I don't want any pencil marks in my box. But we will go ahead and we will just cut to that score line. And this is where I wish I had my bigger scissors, which they are on order. So I am going to have my larger scissors and not use my little scissors when I have projects like this that I need to cut. So I'm going to be excited when my scissors come in. So we go ahead and we keep cutting. See, it's a little bit hard for me to get in there because these scissors are shorter. And once I have my longer ones, oh, I'm going to be so happy. So keep cutting. This is the last one we have to cut. Okay. Now, like I said, you can take your pencil and just kind of remove these lines a little bit. I know I'm really weird about this stuff. I always like everything to be clean. And I have one little piece of paper right here that's sticking up, so I'm just going to chop that little piece off. Okay. And so I'd like to erase my lines. So just do it really, I'm going to do it really quickly. I probably could do this a little bit neater and not have so many lines, so many marks. I am a stickler for things like this. I have to make sure it's clean. So that's pretty good. That's not bad. So now we have those cuts. We have a cut over here. We have a cut over here. Now inside that box, okay, did you see that box right here that I cut this line? There's a box right here. It comes down to here, that's my score line, into here. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to go to the corner of this box. Hopefully you can see this. The corner of this box and cut all the way up to there. Okay, then we want to take this box here, same part where we cut, go from the score line all the way up to that one. And you want to do this on all 4 sides. Now, you can do this with an X-Acto knife. You can do this with your scissors. I'm going to use my trimmer. I think it's a little bit more accurate when you do it with your trimmer. And in your trimmer has these, it has a groove right here. I'm going to stick my little tool in there. Okay, there's a groove. If you match your lines, your score lines with this groove, you'll cut right on it. Okay, so make sure you line your score mark into that groove. So we're going to do this 4 times, from down to this box, down to that, to the whole box, the whole length of that one box where you cut. and right here to this one. And as you do this yourself, you'll be able to see your score marks a lot better, and you'll be able to figure this out. But I think I got that pretty good so you can actually see that. So this is where you want to cut it, right here, all the way down to here. Just this box is where we're working at. That's the only box we're working with. So now I'm going to take my cutting blade. I'm going to try to line this up as best as I can. And that's why I love this trimmer, because it has a little, let me make sure I get this all squared off. Sometimes I can't talk and work at the same time. I am weird about that, I know. Okay, so the thing I love about this is there's a little point right here on your trimmer piece. So you can line that up with the score mark, okay? Now if you think you got that pretty close, you want to go ahead and you want to score right up into that other score line. So basically now you have a cut that looks like this. Okay, so you want to do that on all 4 sides, all 4 of those. And I know this could be a little tricky. It's not that hard once you got it all figured out. And once you're doing it, it's different. You'll be able to see where you're cutting at. I know it's harder to see on this video, but once you're doing it on your own, it's really not that hard. So, and see, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to do it 2 more times down here. Let's turn it over, go to the top of that box, get everything lined up. Okay, go to the top of that box. And it's harder for me. I hope I'm not getting my head in the way. Hopefully I can make sure I'm doing this right. This is the only part that's a little bit time consuming for this video. Okay, so I didn't get that like super accurate. Just pull that apart. I didn't get it super accurate. My box is off a little bit on the side. I wish it came out better, but it's harder for me to see because I can't put my head over the video. So it's a little bit harder for me to make sure it's lined up just perfectly, but I'm doing the best I can with this cutting. So let's try it again and stop right there. Okay, that one was better. This one's off a little bit, but I don't think it's a huge deal. So now we got a really funky shaped box. That's all we need to do now. Okay, this is a really weird box. See it? So now what we want to do is we want to score, or we want to, sorry, not score, we want to crease. Okay, on all of our score lines. Make sure you give them a good crease. Make sure they all get creased. Every one of these lines. And I know I can probably fast forward on this video to not have you get bored so much to see me crease everything, but I don't do my videos that way. I want everybody to see everything I am doing, and I don't like to fast forward, but that's just me. So I'm sorry if my videos sometimes seem to run a little bit longer than most videos, and that, like I said, is just because I like to see, I like to teach you everything, and I want you to see everything. So no fast forwarding for me, and I don't edit my videos. I don't believe in editing my videos because I am human. I make a lot of mistakes, and if I'm going to make the mistake, I can make it along with you and show you what not to do after I have done the wrong thing. So basically, do what I say, don't do what I do. So that's the way I have that outlook. There's one more piece right here that I did not score. That's that middle section. So now we have this really funky shaped looking box. Can you see that? I mean, I know that it's hard to get it all in the frame. Okay, so what we are going to do is this box here, okay, have these crazy flaps like this. We have both of those are where we cut it, okay. These 2 flaps are going to go like this and inside that box. See how it forms? Okay, so this is how it's going to go. So what we want to do is we want to take some sticky strip. We got to get out this sticky strip. Drives me absolutely crazy sometimes, but it works wonderful. So I just want to get a little bit of sticky strip, and you want to put it at the very end because this is going to come over here. Okay, so put your sticky strip at the very end. Okay, give that a cut. Okay, do it on the other side as well. Here we go. Like I said, get it close to that edge as possible. So now, if you want to go ahead, we'll just turn it around, because of course, this is going to do the same thing. Okay, move these out of the way. Take these, they will fold over, and that's how you get your box. So now you're seeing how we get the ends of our boxes. So one more time, we need to use the sticky strip. We'll use the sticky strip a few more times, but so far this is what we have. Okay, and then we give this a cut, and then come over to this side. And I have what they call fast fuse. Okay, I have that on my order that is coming, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. Fast fuse is basically like our snail that we have, and I love my snail, but it's more stickier, so it kind of takes the place of the sticky tape. It will hold cardstock to cardstock, which I can't wait to get it. I am so excited. So now we have our tape right here, and that's that one. Okay, we have our tape right here, and that's going to be that one. Now we have our middle section, which is these two here. Now I take these two and I move it into the middle. So make sure that, you know, one side is in the middle, one side's on the outside. Okay, so this is what our inside of our box is going to look like. So what we want to do is we want to put tape on either the outside pieces or the inside. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and just fold these parts, these two here, and I'm going to put sticky strip on this side and on this side. Okay, so we will have tape. We can go ahead and tape our box on the inside. I hope you all are following me with this project. And like I said, if you have any questions, okay, see how that's working? If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll see if I can help you through this if you need some help. Okay, and let's do one more here. Okay, and give that a snip. Okay, there, and I think we can put our sticky tape away. I have a problem seeing sticky tape today. So now what you see here is all of our tape being on here. So this is going to go inside like this. Okay, so while we're in this position, that's kind of, anyway, let's go ahead and take the sticky strip off these two pieces right here. And hopefully the sticky strip will obey me today and not give me a hard time, as it always does. But like I said, sticky strip is great. It's wonderful for when you're doing cardstock on cardstock. It's just amazing. Now make sure that this box here is square. Don't get it like wonky or anything like that. Kind of put it together a little bit. I'm going to try to do this the best I can to try not to get it wonky looking. I think that's a pretty square box. Maybe this one needs to come in just a little bit more. I'm just trying not to, you want to try to get it as square as possible. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press down. So now we have the inside of our box. Do you see that? Yeah, these two really weird pieces. Well, let's go ahead and pull the sticky strip off of these two. Okay, take this one off and take this one here off. There we go. Now, what you want to do, like I told you, this is your sticky side. You want to match it with this line when you are putting this together, okay? So this sticky strip needs to go right along here. And you want to make sure you get your ends even. Don't overlap them, or, you know, just make sure you get it kind of straight on, see? Like this. So it's a straight line. Let's go ahead and I'm going to flip it because it's easier for me to see. Okay, and then give it a pressing. Let's take the other one off. Do you see how it's coming together? Isn't that cool? It's like this box is just really neat. So let's take this one off and let's do the exact same thing. Okay, we're going to make sure that you get it ended up at the ends. Make sure you're lining them up at the ends. And like I said, I have to turn it this way because I can't see. And line this one up. There we go. Okay, so now we have a box. Okay, isn't this neat? I bend it up a little bit, kind of move the papers around. Okay, now watch this. Is that not cool, or is that not cool? I just absolutely love it. I think it's the greatest thing. Now you can see my box is a little wonky, and that's what I was afraid was going to happen, because remember when I was telling you that I cut my box a little bit off when I was doing it with the trimmer? So it made my box a little wonky. No, it's not perfectly square, but it's okay. It's going to do, because I need to finish showing you how to make this box. So it's a little off. Not a big, huge thing, but I like the perfection part of it. So anyway, I'm going to show you basically how to, let's just start right here, how to put this together. And for some reason I had my snail here, and my snail is missing. Oh, it's right here. So I'm going to use this side, of course, like we said. So I'm going to put some snail on here, so you can get this on the box, and try to place it. Now your box is going to be like this, so I try to get my triangles up. Okay, when you're working with patterns, it's a little bit more difficult. Okay, but there we go. There's one. Like I said, then I would turn it over, because this is our box. I want to turn it over and do this side. I did make that box quite uneven, but like I said, do as I tell you, don't do as I do. Like I said, you have this side going this way. You want to make sure that your triangles are going in the right direction if using this paper. And then I always, like I said, you don't have to do the bottom of this box. It is totally up to you. Whether you want to do the bottom, you can leave it blank. Okay, and I'm going to put one more. I just like to cover the whole thing. I just think it will look much better. Okay, come on. No, I don't want to do it that way. I need to do it this way. And for some reason, I can't seem to get my paper on right. Okay. So now the bottom is covered. So now we have our sides, and we have the bottom covered. So all those little bitty strips of paper, okay, these all have to be taped on with some snail. Okay, and I may not, let me do the top so you can see. I may not do the whole entire box with you, because I think this video is going to go way too long. But I'm just trying to give you a little bit. I'm kind of in a hurry a little bit. I didn't get that on very straight. This is just it's a little bit of a time consuming for a project. But when you are by yourself and you are doing this, have a blast, because there's nothing, like I said, when you feel pressured to get something done, and I'm not saying that I'm feeling pressured to get it done, I just feel like I'm on a time limit. So I try to do as much as I can with you to show you how to do this. And it doesn't matter with these little pieces here as to if they go upwards or downwards, because they're both going in both directions, so it really doesn't matter. If you put it this way or this way, they're going in both directions, those little arrows. And like I said, take your time with this box, a little bit better than what I am doing. It's coming out okay, it's just not coming out great. Like this one, I really, you know, took my time with it, because I was making it on my own with no cameras, and I had every time in the world to finish it up and get it done. So like I said, this box is not coming out the greatest, because I'm in a hurry to these. I don't want to bore you so much, but like I said, I don't fast forward through any of my videos, and maybe I should sometimes, but I just like to show everybody how it's done all the way through. So there is our box. Okay, so now we got it all decorated. Now what we want to do is we want to put on our sentiment. Now what I had done to put that sentiment on is right here. You can see there is some, like I said, there's brads holding this together. So there are some brads that you get from Stampin' Up. They're just regular size brads. I'm going to get a couple of them. You just need two. Okay, and what I like to do is I like to start this off with poking a hole with my my hole puncher, my little hole tool. I call this my little needle nose pointing. It just punches holes in things. So I just kind of give it a little punch, and I do it in the center. Let me go ahead and give that a little punch. Okay, and I just kind of run it through like this, give it a few squeezes. I go to the other side and do the same thing. Just give it a little punch. Okay, you can even poke your, get your little scissors, like your little snips, and you can just take I take this end and do it with it, and just go like this, and see you've got like little holes. There is an 1/8 of an inch punch that you can buy from Stampin' Up, which would probably help the situation too if you had it. I don't have the hole punch, but that you can also get. So what do I do now? I have this box, so I want to make this kind of centered with the box. I kind of close it tight, and I make it as centered as possible. So that's probably pretty good. So what I do is that hole that I just punched, I kind of punch it right through the box. Okay, see? So now it's through the box. Okay, it's through that lid. So I can just go like this. Okay, and I can take my scissors and I can just give it a little punch right here. Make sure you get a little bit big enough hole. You got to put a brad through there. So now what I do is I take my brad, I pop it through the hole in my sentiment, and then I take it and I put it through the hole, if I can find my hole, right there, and I go ahead and I open it. Now I'm going to make sure, I'm going to turn my brad a little bit because I want the brad to fold in there right. Okay, let me turn it this way. Okay, where you at, Brad? So just push. There's little, it's hard to get these little things undone, and I can't see inside this box very well. Okay, there it is. And push it down really tight, and I'll show you what I've just done in just a second. So you can see there's the brad. I just poked a hole through. Here is my sentiment. Okay? So now people, you can, I don't know if you, see, you really can't just leave it there. Now, like I said, you can put ribbon across this to keep it shut. I chose to do it this way because I thought it was really cute. So now what I do is hold it like this. Okay, I think it's kind of centered. Hold it like this. Punch it through your box. I'll give it a little punch. Okay, now you got it right here. You punch it a little more. Move your box out of the way. Don't destroy your box. And stick your scissors through there and just make it a little bit bigger so you can get that brad through it. So now I take this brad and I poke it through, and I bring it up here. Okay, let me get this right. Okay, let's do it this way. It might be. You know what? I didn't do that on this box. I forgot. I did it. I had done several of these boxes before, and I did not punch the brad through the box. So do not punch the brad through the box. See, I've got a little hole in there now, but you can barely see it. It's not a big deal. I forgot. I did this 2 different ways when I made this project, and I'm not doing it that way. I'm showing you a different way. So what you do is you just take the brad, okay, and you punch it through here. Just this piece here. Don't punch it through the box like I just did. So this is why I don't want to edit, because I want to show you the no-nos of things, and I just did a big no-no. So don't punch it through the box. Just punch it through your sentiment. Flatten it out real good, okay? Don't punch it through. Now the other one I had done took me a little bit a while, and I had actually punched it. I punched it in. I didn't close it all the way in there. It was just very complicated. I don't want to show you all that. This is the easiest way to do it. So just take your brad and pop it through. See? Now you have it on your sentiment. Don't pop it through this box. So don't do what I did. Like I said, it barely looks like there's anything wrong with it. You really can't see it. There's a little hole in the inside, but that's not going to bother me, and nobody's even going to know it. You can't even see it. It's there, but it's hardly noticeable. So don't punch it through the box. Only punch it through the side of your sentiment. So my mistake, do not do that. What I had done now is I have some candy dots, and these candy dots fit inside the brad, so you can make your own personal brad with all these different colored candy dots. So I am going to take, let's go ahead and take the yellow ones. I think the yellow ones would be pretty in here. Okay, and then what you do is you put them inside the brad. See? And now you have a colored brad. I just love these candy dots. Oh, they are so cool when you use them with the regular brads, not the minis. They're the regular brads. And you just pop them in there, and they stay. And look how cute that is. I just love it. So that's how we do that. So basically, this box will go here. This will go here. The next step you will want to do is you will want to take a piece of Velcro. Now, I still have not gone to the store to find me some halfway decent Velcro, and I can't, the few places that I went to, I can't find this 3/8 of an inch. They're too big. So unfortunately, I'm still stuck with working with these Velcro pieces that you have to wait 24 hours for them to adhere to the paper or to the box or whatever you're adhering them to. So I am not even going to bother to put these Velcro pieces on. I will just tell you, a Velcro piece will go on top of this brad, okay, and a Velcro piece will go on top of this box. And what's great about that is where I just poked that hole in, the no-no hole that you guys will not be doing, there will be a dot right there. So it'll be a piece of Velcro. So you won't even see any holes whatsoever. Now I like to gap mine open a little bit too. Like you can make them like gapped open like this if you want to, just center it better. I let it gap open just a tiny bit. So you will not even see that hole that we had made. So we're good. Just like I said, do not punch the second one through the box, only through your sentiment. So that's how it looks. Now, like I said, I am not going to go ahead and do that. Here's the one that I had finished previously, and I can fold this up so you guys can see it. Probably won't, it's not going to stay, so I'm just going to put a pair of scissors there. I won't even stay with that. So this is what the one we had made. It's not gonna, it doesn't want to stay. But anyways, you get the idea. Once you get the Velcro on there, it stays shut. This is what it does. Okay, it stays shut. And you just lift this up, and here is the Velcro dot. That's why I said this Velcro dot, you can barely see it. See it? This Velcro dot and this other Velcro dot, you can see that one. See, I put it right on top of that brad, so it keeps your brad tight and that. And this is the best thing ever. I don't like the white in this box. See, it's just kind of blah. So that's why I went ahead and did this time with the basic gray, because now you have a better looking box because it's colored. You have a color on it. I just think it looks much better. I think this box really came out cute. As you can see, once I get the Velcro on there, I think it'd be really cute, and it will go up here and it'll be all centered and stuff. It's just not very centered because I don't have my Velcro on here. And like I said, I don't have 24 hours to sit here with you guys and show you how to put on Velcro. I think you all know how to put on Velcro. So anyways, this is the box. See, this will fit this one we just made. It'll fit in there perfect. Like I said, I think this is the cutest little gift to give as a birthday greeting, as a birthday gift or a little thank you. But look how cute. So if I had that piece of Velcro, it's perfect. Yeah, it's a little tiny bit off because I did my cut a little bit off my score line, but it's not a big deal. I can deal with that. So anyways, this is the box that we have made today. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. It's like I said, when I had first done this, I just absolutely fell in love with it. There's the sides, there's the bottom. It's the cutest little thing. So I hope you all give this a try. Don't be scared at what I just did. Like I said, you don't have to use your trimmer to cut it. I was a tad bit off, and it got a little bit, I'm saying like, it's like a nano if I'm looking at it. It is basically less, maybe 1/16 of an inch off. So it is not a big deal for me. I will put that piece of Velcro on there, and I think it would be just the cutest little box. So here are my two boxes, and I'll kind of hold this still. There you go. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. So there's my two boxes that we had made. I hope you guys will give this a try. If you have any questions, just like I said, leave me a comment at the bottom of the video, and I will help you get through it as best as I can. So anyways, I hope you all were having a great day today. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and making these boxes, like I said, a great little thank you gift or birthday gift for somebody. Just to, I couldn't imagine anybody not wanting a little something in a box like this. It's too cute. So everybody have a great day. If you would do me a great big favor, on my blog there is a join the site button. It's over to the right hand side. If you would put your email address in there and click that button, it'll take you right to my blog and my videos, and you can keep up with all my new projects that I will be doing. There will also be a list of supplies that you need at the bottom of this video. Just click on one of those. It'll take you right to my shop where you can shop, or you can go to the top of the blog where it says shop, and you can shop from there. And so if anybody needs to find me or anybody needs to know where I am, I'm at sweetserenitystamping.com. So you can all find me over there with all my great projects. So thank you so much today for spending a little bit of time with me. I hope you enjoyed my project. Please give it a try, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.